Hiya, Papaya. No, you're not seeing things. We're back on Tuchanka. No, some critical save data failure did not happen. I just wanted to show off what I originally intended to show off, and I think I figured out what I did wrong. So enjoy.
Truck, I'll take care of the cure.
So for starters, we get to see a Thresher Maw square off against a Reaper again. Go Calros! And as always, I'm Commander Whale, and welcome back to more Mass Effect Legendary Edition, if it wasn't obvious already.
Mordin, is the cure ready? Yes. Loaded for dispersal in 2 minutes. Procedure traumatic for Eve, but not lethal. Malin's research invaluable.
She's okay?
Headed to safety now. Her survival fortunate. Will stabilize new government should Rex get any ideas. Good match. Promising future for Krogan.
Damn!
Control room at top of Shroud Tower. Must take elevator up.
You're going up there?
Yes. Readings at lab suggest temperature malfunction. Could affect cure viability. Need to adjust settings manually.
It's too dangerous, Mordin. We need to get out of here.
No. Temperature variance could destroy cure. Time running out. Have to go up.
Mordin! You're not going up.
Not concerned for my safety. Concerned I might discover something. Sabotage? But whose? Ah. Why, Shepard? That desperate for Salarian aid? Or that afraid of Krogan?
Every time we've talked about this before, you've defended the genophage. Hell, I had to talk you into saving Malin's data. How can you change your mind now?
I made a mistake! I made a mistake. Focused on big picture. Big picture made of little pictures. Too many variables. Can't hide behind statistics. Can't ignore new data. My responsibility. Need to go. Running out of time.
You're right. Go save the cure.
Thank you, Shepard. Difficult decision. Why it had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Warning, temperature malfunction detected. Warning, temperature malfunction detected.
Ah, classic bypass. Standard failsafes. Excellent work. Yes, yes.
Temperature now within acceptable range. Dispersal commencing.
There we go. We got Mordin to finally admit the genophage was wrong.
Krogan free. New beginning. For all of us.
Now we'll be back when we're at the present storyline. Now we are back in the present. There are a few things we want to do on the Normandy before going off on our previously scheduled side mission roundup before starting Leviathan. Does Javik have anything new to say after those events? Yes, he does.
Commander,
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And the Krogan we met, who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
Was this imperative just your scientist's opinion, or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos, the natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Otherwise we'd have anarchy.
But those who had nothing to offer would be eliminated.
So conflict should be a way of life.
Evolution demands it. The strong grow stronger by dominating the weak. It is for the greater good of all. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
You think you'd like that? It's a whole different line of work.
I wouldn't know. Living a life of constant war. Taking life in every battle.
I see how it could be tough to see outside the box.
It is the only box I have known. It shapes me, as stone is shaped by the one who carves it. The stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this and we'll both be set free.
There's a conversation, I believe that's number 2 with Javik. There are a couple things to do up in our quarters as well.
Trainer, can you send Diana up? She wanted an interview.
Right away, Commander.
Ready for a chat, Commander?
I'm ready.
Commander, it's no secret that Council Space has suffered some serious losses to the Reapers lately. Now Cerberus has struck directly at the seat of our government. If something as small as a human terrorist organization can hit the Citadel, is anywhere safe?
Cerberus has limited resources. This coup attempt was likely the best they could do, and it cost them a lot of money and troops. A little fear is understandable, but it can't paralyze you. They've failed as many times as they've succeeded.
But humanity has lost its counselor. The Alliance Parliament is destroyed, and the Prime Minister's dead. The line of succession is getting pretty short. How long do you expect any new Alliance administration to last?
Leaders will rise. You can't lose hope. Our enemies won't rest until they've taken the last human being. Until then, we're not beaten. Right now, it's everyone's duty to step up.
All right. Now a question from Thessia. Commander, during your tribunal, some said you had Cerberus ties. Thanks for your time, Commander. This is Diana Allers for Battlespace. Good night, and stay strong. Be careful, Commander. You keep feeding me like this, and I'll follow you home.
I think we're just fine in front of the camera.
Oh, did you think? Of course you did. Me and my big mouth. I'd better get out of here before I send another wrong signal. See ya, Commander.
And there leaves the fourth worst thing about Mass Effect 3. Now we can invite James up here.
James, I've got some time if you want to talk privately.
On my way. Hey man, how's it going?
Good, James. You?
Good, good. Wow. So this is what I can look forward to when I get my own command.
You want your own ship, Vega?
Yeah, maybe one day. When I'm old and I can't fight worth shit anymore.
You just come up here to make fun of your commander.
Sorry, Lola. I guess maybe I got some things on my mind. I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Shoot.
What did you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
The N7 program is a big deal, but it's also a big commitment.
I hear that.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do. Why are you asking?
Well, even all the shit that's going on, somebody somewhere managed to track me down and forward an N7 commendation. It's dated the same day the Reapers attacked Earth.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, aside from the fact that there won't be an N7 program if we don't win this war, being a soldier's the only thing I've ever been really good at. And not 'cause I try. Hell, I'd have kicked my ass out years ago. Last time I had a command, I lost almost everyone, and they promoted me for it. I guess I'm just not sure if I'm ready to lead again. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
You mentioned that before. What went wrong?
What didn't go wrong? We were out on patrol, checking on some strange readings, and the collectors hit. But they hit the colony first. By the time we got back, most of the colonists had been subdued or abducted, including our CO, Captain Tony.
So you were in charge?
Yeah. We laid low for a bit, waiting for a chance to strike, but before we could, we were betrayed. One of the colonists turned out to be a Cerberus spy working with the collectors. I had no choice. I killed him and destroyed the collector ship. But it got ugly. We lost most of the colonists and all but one of my squad. Not exactly a textbook operation.
You can't blame yourself for being put in a tough situation. And if you were promoted, then something must have gone right.
Sure, but...
If you'd saved them all, would things have worked out better?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The right choice is usually not the easy one.
Yeah. Did you know that before you joined the N7?
Yep. That's why I was asked. And it's why they asked you. There is not a single N7 that hasn't sacrificed either themselves or their soldiers at some point.
So you think I should accept?
Assuming we survive this, that's a no-brainer. You're a damn good soldier, Vega. Don't waste that opportunity.
I'll think about it. Seriously. If you don't mind, maybe don't mention this to anyone else.
Of course not.
Gracias. Well, I think I better get back to the hangar. Things here, it's a little too soft for me.
The bed's a lot harder than it looks.
Are you flirting with me, Lola? I'm going. Thanks again, Shepard.
Anytime.
And we're done with James. I guess that's just time for the Combat Information Center. Because it's time to depart. I want to say we docked back at the Citadel for the free top-up on gas. Yeah, we did. Because I've been doing more sweeping of the galaxy. The only place really left to get any more from is there's one more packet of fuel here in the Nimbus cluster, which we'll get to when we get around to investigating the Asari colony, third in the order for this video. We're going to start off, though, by heading into the Horsehead Nebula, making our way back to Novaria and the Cerberus fighter base that's supposedly there. When I say back to Novaria, I mean back to Novaria, because we were there all the way back in Mass Effect 1. Novaria still has not been hit by the Reapers, so if you are inclined to actually spend your hard-earned credits on fuel, you can do so here. Novaria is a small frozen terrestrial world barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately chartered by the Novaria Development Corporation, who lease out labs for research too dangerous or conventional to be performed or controversial to be performed elsewhere. War has brought significant attention to this otherwise obscure planet. Novaria is home to some of the most advanced research in the galaxy, a sure magnet for Cerberus interest. Further, Novaria's mass relay is the stop between the humans' Exodus cluster and the beginning of Solarian space. It is a safe bet that the Solarians will defend their borders to the utmost. Colony founded 2163. Population 405,200. Capital of Port Hanshan. Orbital distance 0.9 AU. Orbital period 0.9 Earth years. Radius 5,656 kilometers. Day length 52.0 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.87 Earth atmospheres. The average surface temperature -1 Celsius and surface gravity 0.81 Gs. With the average temperature of -1 Celsius and its closer orbit, we can assume that the star Pax is a lot dimmer than Sol. Let's bring the firepower. Garrus Ashley. We haven't had Ashley in our party since Mars, so she's bound to have a lot of points to spend. Ashley, you're going to get the Incisor, a sniper rifle, or incisor, whatever you want to call it. The tooth rifle, essentially. And you're going to get the Revenant. Stability and damage for Ashley's Revenant here. I'm still happy with the Matic and Viper on Garrus. We've gone ahead and gotten the 5th in warp ammo for extra capacity, just because that will transfer over when we get to Javik's Dark Channel. Weapon damage bonus. Power damage bonus. Assault rifle damage. Let's get your concussive shot up, Ashley. A little bit at least. Disruptor ammo. And accuracy bonus. That's Ashley taken care of. Garrus. Recharge speed boost to your concussive shot. And we're ready to go.
Commander, the enemy has a strategic advantage in this sector thanks to the fighter squadron facility you're about to attack. We want to seize it, but their air defenses are too strong for a frontal assault. Losses would be too cost prohibitive.
How do you want me to handle this?
Go in the back, bring down their defenses so we can send in the troops. Good luck, Commander.
I have visual contact. There's a small platform above the main landing pad. I can drop you there, but it's gotta be now.
Let's do it.
Sorry, Cortez. I don't really care what you have to say.
I have to find the command center to take down their defenses.
Keep an eye out for the command center.
Lock and load.
Garrus, get that recharge on your overload going here faster. Okay. I think we're pretty close to getting the overloading shield achievement. Centurion shields. Centurion no shields, more like it to me. Okay, Centurion. Hey, that was number 100. Now we can just go absolutely ham on all these fools. Salvage a data pad. Salt trooper there.
We're clear, Shepard.
Looks like we found the control center.
Weekly processing report, Sergeant Parker. All on-base personnel have been processed. Integration protocols updated successfully.
Keep your eyes open. We're getting close.
Right
Mods.
behind you, Shepard.
Oh, so you're right behind me now, Ashley, but you weren't before? I nearly had to shoot you in front of the counselor. Okay, I want to say there's some sort of heating stuff here that we can find for one of the Citadel requests. Security console, deactivate. That console is precisely what we are looking for. So we're going to ignore it while we search for something we aren't looking for. No, not Metagel, but the 100 experience is nice. I think this is a pretty thorough sweep. Just a little bit longer before I say we'll probably find it on the way out or something. There's never just one part to these N7 missions anyway. So yeah, we'll help ourselves that security console.
Damn it. This'll take a while.
Commander, you've got enemies inbound and we can't wait. Someone's got to get those defenses down ASAP.
Garrus, make it quick.
You've got more tech experience anyway, Garrus.
Be ready, Commander. You're gonna get swarmed. Commander, I've been flushed from cover. Retreating to minimum safe distance.
No problem. Cortez, get out of there.
We'll wait for your all clear, then relay to the strike force.
Warning. Security breach. Initiating lockdown failed. Could be avoided. Outside communications are
Just bring down their defenses. We'll worry about that later.
All right, Guardian taken care of. And now you have dead, not just wounded. That's just credits to salvage. Helpful, but not what we want.
Shepard, it takes 2 to authorize shutdown.
Okay, shut it down.
System deactivated. General Order 7/7 triggered. Establish contingency defenses.
Now we gotta clear the landing pad.
Deployment to the landing pad, Shepard.
And that's where we need to go.
No map of this place is available. Well, isn't that just peachy? No, you don't.
Cortez, I read you. Come in.
Okay, pad's clear.
Proximity alert. Deploying armed response.
An Atlas, terrific.
Give it everything you got.
It's falling here, is it? That's an Atlas fallen.
Yeah. Anyone wounded?
Just the usual minor flesh wound.
Copy that, Lieutenant.
Coming in to pick you up.
And guess we'll be paying a visit to the Spectre terminal.
This was a major victory, Commander. A crippling blow to Cerberus operations in this sector. Now all we have to do is maintain control of the facility.
Cerberus won't make that easy.
And we won't make it easy on them. Thanks to you, we can use their own defenses against them. Tell your team they did good, Commander. You should be proud.
Thank you, sir.
That's all. Hack it out.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Oh yeah, that's one thing we forgot to do on the Normandy last time was VidCom to Anderson.
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Turians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here. Faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit-and-runs. But it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. That is enough.
Okay, I do think we did miss those heating unit stabilizers, but they can be purchased from Spectre requisitions. Oh, we'll probably even go pay the premium for them down in the armory.
Cerberus seemed popular for a while. They were fighting the Collectors while the Council sat and watched.
And now they're killing civilians and attacking our allies.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Ah, plenty new messages. Hey, Trainer, tell me about your own message. Memorial, Ashley, everything set up at the Citadel Memorial. For her sister, that's it. Miranda. Citadel for Miranda. Hanging around C-Sec near the shuttles for Garrus. Getting away from work, Liara on the Citadel. Visiting the Citadel from Javik. Oh, lots of things want us to go back to the Citadel. Except for Trainer. We'll go do that after the other areas. But first, let's go show off buying things you miss on these missions.
It's got heart, you know?
Oh, come on. The M44 Hammerhead is vastly superior.
Come on, that thing's made of tissue paper. At least the Mako can take a few hits.
I'd hope so. That thing handles like a drunk rhino. No agility whatsoever.
More like a bull that can climb and climb for days.
It only climbs because of its stupid, vertically aligned Mass Effect fields. Jump or stick. No speed. No lateral movement.
Hey, with a cannon like that, who needs to move?
If you want that, why don't you just stick with the old M29 Grizzly?
Hey, I love that tank.
You would be one to love grizzly bears, Mr. Vega.
What? What's so funny?
That's essentially Cortez calling James gay. And of course, James only finds it insulting because James is unsecure of himself.
That last mission on Novaria shows why I love the Kodiak.
All you did was drop them off and bugger out. How are you proud of that?
I seem to remember being shot at the whole time, and everyone coming back in one piece, Mr. Vega.
Yeah, next time park it and come join the party, Esteban.
Okay. Spectre requisitions. Heating stabilizers. Oh yeah, things you miss on missions will also be added to various stores around the Citadel, so don't worry about losing out on those. We'll also get the bigger SMG power magnifier while we're here. Paying a premium for those, but so we can go right on to our next destination. Any weapons we want to upgrade while we're down here. We'll do some upgrades for the squad's weaponry here. Including we can apparently upgrade Prothean tech. We'll, have our nice dinner with Trainer later. Oh, we're gonna get into trouble. You can guarantee that. Trainer was speaking there, but the galaxy map cut her off, so that's where that response came from. So yeah, we've been busy little salvagers, salvaging all the war assets we can around the galaxy map. Once again, I recommend just looking up a list of everything that you can find and using it like a checklist. We're gonna head to the Minos Wasteland first to find ex-Cerberus scientists, get all the Cerberus out of the way before we go deal with the Asari request. Apparently the heating unit stabilizers were pretty close to the first objective thingy with the whole deactivating security, but you know, me being the big stupid that I am, completely missed it. Gelix, or Gelix, not sure which pronunciation it is. Let's go ahead and land. We'll bring Ashley and Liara this time. I also do believe this is where we're going to be getting the Carnifex pistol that should have been given to us on Tuchanka, because if you do decide to delay Mordin from reaching the top of the shroud at all costs, like if you are trying to sabotage the genophage cure, then no matter which pistol you have equipped normally during that cutscene, you will always draw a Carnifex despite not being able to obtain it at that point in the game, due to the fact that when you obtain the Carnifex in Mass Effect 2, it is during Mordin's recruitment mission and Mordin hands you the Carnifex, meaning if you do choose to stop Mordin on Tuchanka by shooting him, you are drawing on him the weapon that he himself gave you. Okay, Liara. You're purely biotic at last. Recharge speed of Singularity, I want that.
What's the word? Do we know how long these scientists have been holed up out here?
Our intel is minimal.
Ma'am, I'm picking up chatter from a Cerberus squad engaging the supply depot.
Engaging the scientists?
And if I'm reading it right, sounds like more troops are on the way.
Okay, set us down, then get out of here. I need these scientists alive.
Hey, it's the worst squad made in all of Mass Effect back again. And this is also the mission where it would be revealed, if Shepard chose to romance Jacob in Mass Effect 2, that he cheated on her, is remorseless about his cheating, and even knocked up the mistress.
You can see why Cerberus abandoned this place. Pretty damn
Once again, making Jacob the walking, talking, negative stereotype that he ended up being. No, not that. We want a singularity. Guardian of Shields, how aggravating. Okay, that should do it for the Guardian of Shields.
All clear. Any civilians live?
Now it's gotta locate the idiot. First sweep of the area. Quick sweep of the area. I'm pretty sure we get either the Cerberus ciphers that the Citadel needs, or the... I believe there's a Cerberus poison somewhere that we need an antidote for.
Come in, Jacob. This is Bryn. Jacob, are you all right? Come in.
Jacob! How bad?
I'll live. I think.
This is Bryn. If you can hear me, come in. Is there anyone there?
This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance. The enemy is clear for now. Open the door.
Is Jacob there?
It's okay, Bryn.
Jacob. Oh my god.
I'm all right. The others didn't make it.
What are you doing here?
I'm supposed to be protecting these people from the elusive man and his attack dogs.
Are they gone? For now, but they'll be back. Sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'll walk it off. Save my life one more time and I'll start owing you.
This one's on the house.
Hey, yo. Good to see you too.
Thanks, and you as well.
Shepard, this is Dr. Bryn Cole. She's in charge here.
Tell me what's going on. Intel says you're Cerberus.
We're all ex-Cerberus. Scientists, mostly.
Civilians?
Call us refugees. If we hadn't run, we'd be dead.
Why does the elusive man want to kill you?
Our stories are different, but the themes are the same. We were each using information from the collector base to work on the different components of a larger tech. After someone completed their component, they disappeared. No bodies, just gone. As we progressed, we started feeling like we were signing each other's death warrants.
The elusive man doesn't mess around. If he can't control it, he'll destroy it.
The brain trust here has to be a significant loss for him.
You had to know they were gonna find you.
It's a pretty smart bunch. We covered our bases.
But the elusive man is one tenacious bastard.
Time to evacuate.
Agreed. Just need to get the AA guns on the roof back online. Cerberus is jamming them somehow. With those guns down, Cerberus will just blow our escape shuttles out of the sky.
Might be the network link.
I'll check and meet you upstairs.
Jacob, you should get that wound looked at.
I'm good. I mean, I will.
Commander, I should see to my people. Join me upstairs when you can.
You know this guy, Jacob? More ex-Cerberus?
He worked with me to stop the collectors.
Jamie, I didn't want to come here with these people. It was his idea.
Well, why the heck would Jacob go for that basic AF looking NPC model Dr. Bryn over Shepard?
Your partner was brave. He wouldn't want you to crumble like this.
She's right.
We're getting out of here alive. I promise.
Hey, hey, worst big brother in the galaxy. How are you, you scumbag?
Commander Shepard, Dr. Gavin Archer. We met on Project Overlord.
That's one way of putting it.
Yes. Well, after you took my brother to Grissom Academy, I tried putting all that behind me. I don't suppose you have any news from there. I've heard rumors the Academy is in trouble.
I was at Grissom Academy. Cerberus tried abducting the students, but David's okay.
Oh, thank God. Commander, you have no idea what that means.
It's a little late to start worrying about his safety now.
I never stopped. I know you think I'm a monster, and you're right. Not a day goes by where my dreams aren't haunted by what I did to David. All I can do now is hope that one day he forgives me.
What are you doing here?
I strayed too far from the path. This was my only refuge. As a boy, I wanted to be a scientist remembered for doing right by the world, curing a disease or discovering a new element. Not a monster who tortured his own brother.
What did you say to the elusive man?
I told him if his intention was to work with the devil, he only had to look in the mirror. I wanted out of his nightmare.
He just let you go?
If it had been that easy, I wouldn't be hiding here. Every Cerberus soldier in the galaxy has orders to shoot me on sight.
What happened to Project Overlord?
After your intervention, the elusive man insisted I find another test subject. Someone who shared my brother David's abilities. I couldn't bear the thought of reliving the nightmare, so I destroyed all of my research. Overlord is no more.
I have to go. And I'm not even gonna pretend it was good to see you again.
I understand. But Commander, thank you for saving David. Both times.
Okay, there's an interesting interaction there. If you didn't send David, or is it? Yeah, I think it's David. If you didn't send the brother to Grissom Academy at the end of Overlord, he will continue his research and have some information on how to fight the Geth for you. But if you do this mission after resolving the situation out past the Perseus Veil, he will be so distraught that his research was basically for nothing that he will off himself.
Get the techs from Stockholm Cell to pack their own crates. I need you up here.
Don't be a jerk. There's only 2 of those guys. It'll just take me a minute.
Personnel from Project Mia should now be on board and ready to depart.
And make sure those samples from Project Mia get out on the second shuttle.
I've already dropped one box. My hands were shaking so hard.
We're going to make it.
What's the status of the guns?
Still waiting. I have my best people on it.
How many scientists are here?
43, plus research assistants.
How did you maintain secrecy with that many?
When you fear for your life, there's a lot you can do.
Bryn, I can't possibly dismantle the genetic amplification components in time.
I'm sorry, Dr. Boehner. It's important work, but right now you need to tend to your family.
Wait, there are families here? Children?
That just upped the ante.
So those refugees brought everyone with them?
Yes. We have about 17 kids here. Partners, spouses, parents. I promised these people refuge. A new life free from Cerberus. I just never imagined the elusive man would...
That's what evil counts on. That it's hard for good people to imagine. Okay. Everyone left gets out of here alive. This escape will have to be carefully executed.
I'd hoped. We tried so hard to make sure it wouldn't come to this.
What's the news?
Can't tell. Only know I can't fix it from here. I'm going to the roof. Cerberus landed a shuttle there a couple minutes ago. You in?
Jacob, you're injured. I'll fix the guns.
No way. These are my people. I'm going.
Just because you survived one suicide mission doesn't mean you get 2.
Fine. But I'm gonna talk you through it from here. Cerberus is probably jamming the satellite link. Radio me when you found the controls and I'll give you the override code.
Will do.
And Jacob's still an idiot. Some things never change. Free money?
Dr. Cole. Got a moment?
Of course.
Oh, also, Bryn Cole here will be really catty towards Shepard if Shepard and Jacob used to date.
What's your relationship with Jacob? We went through a lot together.
An old colleague of his introduced us. Through Jacob's eyes, I started to recognize what the elusive man had become. I guess I was so in love with my work that I refused to see the obvious. Its sponsor had become corrupt.
I get that. That's why it's important to have good people around you.
I don't know what we would have done without him.
What kind of work did you do for Cerberus?
Until the elusive man became preoccupied with the Collectors, I worked in physics. It was a researcher's paradise. I had access to cutting-edge tech and all the personnel I needed. The elusive man spares no expense for technical perfection.
That technical perfection's almost killed me a few times.
It also saved your life. Strange to think about, I would imagine.
Maybe.
But then, life is full of uncomfortable ironies. Isn't everyone's?
How'd you get away?
I was a loyal senior employee. There's a lot of freedom in that. When our 4th colleague disappeared, we organized and were out the door in days.
And until now, Cerberus never suspected you were hiding right under their noses.
We honestly thought we had it all figured out. It's humbling.
So, what's this work of yours that Cerberus wants so badly?
It's based on tech gathered from the Collectors. In essence, it involves dissecting Reaper-to-Collector communications. Dr. Horace Armstrong and I were working on a practical human application. An implant of sorts. Once he'd completed his component and moved on to less valuable work, he disappeared.
What kind of work did you do for Cerberus?
Until the elusive man became preoccupied with the Collectors.
The same thing here. I'll have to...
It was a researcher's paradise. I had access to cutting-edge tech and all the personnel I needed. The elusive man spares no expense for technical perfection.
That technical perfection's almost killed me a few times.
It also saved your life. Strange to think about, I would imagine.
Maybe.
But then, life is full of uncomfortable ironies. Isn't everyone's?
Yeah, I'm not going to risk this being a repeat. We're just going to not care about how she ran. Or... No, this is what I was looking for.
Don't you think you've put these people in serious danger?
They wouldn't have it any other way. Science must never bow to tyranny. We didn't escape just to go into hiding. We wanted to build a new life, where we could live and work on our terms. Love, family, they're all part of that. Even now. Otherwise, what are we fighting for?
Thanks, Dr. Cole. I'll let you get on with the packing.
Thank you again for everything you're doing for us.
Okay. Personal log of Jacob's help, we've managed to ascertain several of our colleagues were in fact killed. Contracts terminated was what Cerberus called it. Makeda, Scott, Daniel, Chun-Hei, Anika, and so many others I didn't even know about. All of them gone, disappeared without a trace, just like that. We should have left sooner. I don't know why we waited so long. I can't remember what seemed so important that we had to stay just one more day. What was I thinking? Attempts are ongoing at figuring out what the end product of our research was meant for. While it's obvious that the delivery system was to be implant-reliant with evident neurological applications, many questions remain as of yet unanswered. The loss of Dr. Horace Armstrong in particular is hindering our efforts to speedily reconstruct the nature of the elusive man's goals. We have several parts of the whole which lead us to chilling conclusions, but we are nowhere near figuring out what said whole might be, and that is what scares me the most. That is exactly what we're looking for there.
Let's just focus on getting out. Thought we covered our bases. There's a war on. I'm in here.
Yes, you are.
Why does he care? Who knows? He's crazy.
Free money.
Plan for crazy.
Jacob Taylor. Output's now 48% operational. We've reorganized some of the storage rooms around the central core, turning them into living units in order to save power. The outer areas are all condemned now, which should provide us with a buffer should Cerberus agents find us. The guns are functional, but I don't like how exposed they are. I'm going to look into finding us some shielding on the black market. I can see you're in here, Jacob, so don't tell me you're in here when I'm literally right next to you.
Hey, you okay? Have you been?
Give us a minute. This is crazy. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
I know the feeling. So how'd you become a gun for hire?
Long story. It was an opportunity I couldn't resist for people I came to care about.
You seem good. You look good.
These are great people, defending their ideals. I like it. I think I found what I'm meant to do.
You still think about what happened to your dad?
Haunts me more like.
How long have you known Bryn?
We met through a mutual friend in the Mumbai cell. Guess I've known her for a year. We had a lot in common. Then she came to me about her missing colleagues. Asked for my protection, my help finding a place to run to. How could I say no?
Who is she to you?
We're together.
And you run this enclave with her. You settling down, Jacob?
Yeah, maybe. It's just, if these are our final days, I want to spend them protecting these people. Building a life. Whatever's left of it.
What's the story, Jacob? Why are you working at a place like this?
After we got back, well, things look different when you come back from a suicide mission alive. So I quit Cerberus, I quit everything. And sat by the Mediterranean for a while. That's when I lost track of you.
And what did all the fresh air and meditation teach you?
That what I choose to fight for better mean something to me. That it comes from the heart.
We could sure use you.
It's real tempting, Shepard, but I like where I'm at. I'm important to these people. I want a life. I want a family.
Sure, I get that.
No, Shepard. The Normandy's your real love.
Doesn't mean I don't want to say to hell with it sometimes.
But you won't. You can't.
Anything on Cerberus I should know about?
The elusive man became obsessed with indoctrination. I know that. You ever wonder how it all went wrong? I mean, was I blind? I remember him being an idealist. How come I couldn't see the evil?
Don't beat yourself up. And if you ever get that crystal ball working, give me a heads up, because I'd love to know how this all plays out.
Right.
I should focus on getting these people out of here.
You bet. Let's get to it.
That conversation would have been a lot less cordial if Shepard had romanced Jacob in Mass Effect 2.
If Jacob says we're going to be all right, I trust him.
She does not necessarily take too kindly to being cheated on
Hope of coming out of this alive. Badly equipped.
by
guns
Jacob.
offline. It would have been a massacre.
There's our Carnifex. Yeah, we're gonna use it. It might be worse than the Paladin on most things, but it definitely has better capacity. Slightly less damage. But it has better ammo.
There, up ahead.
And now you don't just have an enemy on the roof, you have an absolute nightmare on the roof. Well, do us a favor here.
Have to find the satellite tower.
It did not mean to fall off of there. This is particularly good at taking out dicey things like the turrets. Here's a mod. High caliber SMG barrel.
Jacob, you should be back online now.
Affirmative, but the guns are still down. You'll need to manually activate them. Head back to the front of the facility.
More enemies in our path.
And get me back up there nice and quick.
Shuttles overhead. They're dropping out of the sky. Trooper on the gun, Shepard. Get him off that gun.
Shaboosh. I'll just keep slamming into everything. Okay. You're how I get up. I know that pile of stacked metal crates there is how you're supposed to get up. Alright, that partially injured bar will heal right up.
We have to get up there and activate those AA guns manually.
A nice shot, Ash. AA guns activate manually over here, I want to say. Yes, one control.
Power restored. Gun 1 reset. Circuit incomplete.
The other gun's still down. Let's get over there.
Another stairwell or ladder well there. More free money, thank you very much, Jacob's idiots.
Okay, one of us has to make these repairs.
Liara, I do not trust Ashley with anything technical at all.
Liara, I need you to fix the guns.
You got it.
Ready, Ash? Just you and me.
You bet, Shepard.
Shaboom. All right, you big dumb Cerberus dudes. Let's slaughter y'all.
It's proving difficult. I need more time.
Liara ain't no tech specialist. That's faux show. All right, where are we getting shot at from? This idiot right here would be the culprit.
Gotcha. I'm on it.
Yeah, it's just that gun there.
Power restored. Circuit reset. Guns operational. Shepard, AA guns are back online.
Copy that. Let's get these people out of here.
And that's the mission. We got ourselves our Turian poison.
Okay, the guns are already picking Cerberus ships out of the sky. Where we at?
On track. First shuttle is already loaded with everyone under 16.
Commander, when should we leave? What's our best chance for survival?
Jacob, what do you think? Are we ready?
Almost. We could go now, but there's no do-overs here.
Agreed. We get one shot.
And we don't want to leave anything behind that could strengthen the elusive man's cause. Your call.
All right, let's get these shuttles in the air.
Evacuation is go. Evacuation is go. Stand by for shuttle launch.
Have the guns punch a hole in the perimeter, then launch Shuttle 1.
Shuttle 1 is away.
All right, everyone here, head to the shuttle bay and...
Suicide fighter took out one of the guns. Cerberus troops are...
Get those people out of here.
Okay. Covers the last thing I need with this build.
Shepard, shuttles are loaded. We need you at the landing area to make sure they get away. I'll meet you down there.
Okay, everyone on board.
Go to the shuttle bay first so we can bring the door up. Then get out to the landing pad.
Right behind you.
Jacob, bring up the main door.
Got it, Shepard. Will do.
Here we go. Okay, let's get these people out of here.
You gotta have more than that, Cerberus.
Cerberus shuttles landing above.
Take out that shield generator.
Position.
Okay, they gotta drop down before they actually get chargeable. That takes care of that round, idiots.
Jacob, come in. What's your status?
Shepard, the facility's overrun. Cerberus troops are all over the place.
One more shuttle of refugees to go, right?
Affirmative.
We got
this. Just need to hold him a little longer.
Just a little bit more.
Heads up, mech on the field.
And there's always a mech. What mech on the landing zone? I don't see no mech.
Roger that.
Shepard!
Commander!
Okay, let's go.
Out by the skin of our teeth again, hey, Shepard?
Nice to see you back in action.
Yeah, feels good.
I was afraid we wouldn't get anyone out alive. But because of you, we got almost everyone. Thank you.
Dr. Cole, I have a request. One that you can't afford to turn down. I need your help against the Reapers.
Without a doubt. I'm at your service. And I'm sure you can count on the others as well.
You too, Jacob. I need you.
Of course, but I wouldn't mind staying with these folks.
You don't want to join the team on the Normandy?
I'm torn, Shepard, but looking out for these families is important to me. It's where I'm at right now. I hope you can see that.
Keep them safe, then. The Alliance needs that crucible.
You got it.
All right. Report to Admiral Hackett for your assignment.
You know, Commander, I've never met anyone like you. Just feel better knowing you're on our side.
Thanks.
Shepard, when this mess is over, drinks are on me. Be safe out there.
Hackett here.
I'm sending you a large team of scientists.
I have the dossier.
They're all Cerberus defectors. Keep them safe.
Will do, and I'll put them straight to work on the Crucible.
Jacob Taylor is with them and is already working to find a place for the families.
He'll be a valuable asset as well. Snagging Dr. Cole from the elusive man is a coup. Having her on our side could be a huge win for us.
The sooner we can get the Crucible finished, the better I'll feel.
I'm with you.
Shepard out.
And that was our second dealings of Cerberus done. Now we'll be back when we're at the... Oh, no, we're not going to cut out quite yet. We're going to check our mail terminal, and then we'll be back at the request from the Asari Counselor.
You've never been big on aliens. Yeah, I enlisted to kick ass, just like everyone else. But I need a better
Liara
reason
mentioned
than
something about possibly meeting you on the Citadel next time you're there.
And no new mail, and now we will be back at our next location. And we are back. We are on our way to the Nimbus Cluster. Nimbus Cluster still has one more bit of fuel for us to sniff out in here. And it is going to be right there. That should still be marked when we get back after visiting the colony on Masana. Masana is a ways out here. There are no assets to recover in Masana, which is why we're leaving the last fuel there in the main system for our return trip. Now the time has come to land on Lessus. Lessus is an unpopular garden world of characteristics just outside the comfort zone of the Asari population. Its gravity is a little too high, its disease is a little too virulent, and the soil inhospitable for growing food. further information is difficult to come by. The Asari government is uncharacteristically silent about Lessus. Normally, a garden world settled so long ago would be highly populated. But little light pollution can be seen on Lessus's night side. Colony founded 473 BCE. Population unknown. Capital Maria. Orbital distance 0.8 AU. Orbital period 0.8 Earth years. Radius 6,126 kilometers. Day length 23.5 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.75 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 38 degrees Celsius on average, and surface temperature or surface gravity 1.23 Gs. What's the deal on Lessus? And we haven't checked out Ashley's alternate outfits yet, so let's see what she has in store. Cycle appearances. That's her casual attire based on her original outfit's color scheme. Her casual attire and just her armor. We're gonna go with the casual based on the original armor color scheme. We're gonna bring Ashley and Liara again. And she has a terrible pistol. Power magnifier and high caliber barrel. And she also still has the terrible submachine gun. Hornet versus we're gonna go the Tempest here. High caliber barrel and power magnifier. Fine if Ashley's weapon loadout still. Confirm. We'll have Lift do some damage over time. And then get on out of here. Okay, Liara doesn't have enough to get over the top of Warp, which is what I want for her. And Ashley has not enough for anything.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
So the Asari throw us at the problem? What's the plan?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
Examine the shuttle.
Another shuttle. Still warm.
I think I know who it belongs to. Definitely doesn't belong to Morinth. One, is she already dead? Two, if she survives Mass Effect 2, she shows up as a enemy at some point. I don't think we've been formally introduced to the variety of enemy that the Reapers make from Asari.
To prevent entry or escape, I wonder.
Probably a bit of both there, Liara. Entry and escape.
That's close. A little too close.
A reminder, students are not allowed to visit each other's quarters or to meet in rooms unsupervised by staff. Students are also forbidden from extranet communication without approval by senior staff members. There are no exceptions to these rules. First offenders will have their free time revoked for a month. Further violations will be met with confinement. Our monastery is our shelter. For it to remain that way, we must make sacrifices. If we do this, I have faith we can continue to enjoy the order and peace this place has given us. Matriarch Galay.
What was that?
Stay sharp. I heard something.
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Galay's electronic signature. I think that's going to be a research packet that gives us some sort of a store discount. Dead cannibals and dead Asari. To our staff and students, attached is our newly detailed schedule. Please note that wake-up time has been moved forward 15 minutes. Floor wardens can download chore lists later this week. Please see Matriarch Galay or myself if you have any questions or concerns. Sincerely, Superintendent Jethra. Wake up 5:30 to 5:45 a.m. Breakfast 5:45 to 6:15 a.m. Morning meditation 6:15 to 8 a.m. Study period 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Chores 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Midday meal 12 p.m. to 12:45 p.m. Classes 12:45 p.m. to 5 p.m. Study period 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Supper 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Evening meditation 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Free period 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Curfew 10 p.m. This really is a school of some sort. Wonder what they teach the Ardat Yakshi here.
This was the Commando's captain. It seems they gave their lives fighting the Reapers.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A map showing the nav point location of a bomb. Some room called the Great Hall.
So the Commandos started the purge after all.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Alright. And nothing over this way. Or is there? Yes, there's nothing. Let's go ahead and set up warp ammo here. Neither of those terminals are accessible, so bypass.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara?
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
I assume you're here on your own, Justicar. Perhaps for something special?
You are correct. 2 of my daughters live here, and I have come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valer and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them?
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait! Let's go.
Yeah. Samara definitely carries some sort of a gene that even if she's not an Ardat Yakshi, her offspring likely have a much higher likelihood of becoming one of them.
Agreed.
There's our 30% extra ammo.
What the hell?
Those banshees there are Reaper Asari. Cannibals crawling out of literal holes in the wall. Still just more cannibals shooting at us.
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
Not just an Asari, an Ardat Yakshi. The Codex man ever so eloquently states that the Reapers only make banshees from Asari with Ardat Yakshi tendencies. The rest are just broken down for raw Reaper parts. Which means, since there are definitely more than 3 banshees in the game, that there are definitely more Ardat Yakshi than just Samara's children.
Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Valer, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother, they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Valer speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Valer.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Valer?
I'm sorry.
Valer! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
Right. There's one of MORINTH'S sisters. There's more proof that that's not a Falair or I forget her name already. The other one, I think Rila. That's neither of them, so there's definitely more than two. I could see them having recovered MORINTH'S body from Omega. That takes care of that. A weapon and armor, nicely done. That was a Marauder Shields we fought back there, not another Banshee, unfortunately. Jethra, I looked over this year's candidates for supervised visits to Thessia. I'm approving everyone but Yanis. She's impulsive, cunning, and worst of all, a romantic. Find me a worse combination to let outside our walls? I find it suspicious she was even nominated. Let's look into that and pray it's not Yanis manipulating another infatuation. It takes a great deal of time and effort to persuade Thessia's government to let our best students visit their own homeworld. Unless Yanis matures, she won't be among them. Matriarch Galay. Jethra, I had the new girl put in a holding chamber. The Justicar who brought her to us, Justicar Fora, said she had trouble convincing the prisoner coming to the monastery was necessary. This may explain why the girl lashed out at her guards. She's lucky Fora wasn't here for that. The Justicar's code would have demanded an execution. I'll question some other Justicars on the level of coercion Fora is permitted to use by the code. This isn't the first time her captures arrived here terrified out of their wits, but it will certainly be the last. Matriarch Galay. So I guess Samara is specifically tasked with taking out her own demon spawn. And isn't really all that aware of other Ardat Yakshi. Banshee combo time! Okay. Banshee is spoken for. Still just more butt-ugly Batarians. Shaboosh. And that should be the last of the Batarians if we're now getting a Great Hall that way flash. Quick look back here. Can't really get too good of a view when you're constantly jumping around from Batarian to Batarian. Or former Batarian to former Batarian. This is what we were looking for. Not specifically that, but just anything of the like.
Another commando got overrun? This place must have been chaos. Or they panicked.
Asari commandos have decades of experience. They don't panic.
I'm sure they'd panic face to face with a Banshee.
You never know what'll break your unit.
There's the big boom.
There's the bomb.
And Falere.
Rila, wake up!
Falere, Rila cannot hear us.
Look, she's still alive.
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila? Rila, can you hear me? Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
We need a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later.
Two of these things now. Now, why can't we get anything going? Now, let's get something going. All right. First aid up. Now that's gonna be a better place to and that's why you never get too close to a Banshee unless you're able to infinitely combo them. Let's try that again. And yeah. Why the heck does that keep happening? The first ones I was doing this sort of strat with went just fine. Alright, infinite combo time.
That's the last one.
Ooh, better be the last one.
For now, let's get back to that bomb.
That's how you take these things down.
Falere, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
love you.
Rila!
We are not your slaves.
Rila, there wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falair, the code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falair.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were all so much Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falair?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
Then, the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Falair rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Falair, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
And that's the end of that. We're going to take a quick break and we will be back with the last round of content for this episode. It's going to be a long one, just like the side content episodes in Mass Effect Tuesdays.
My old sergeant told me that Cerberus started out as an Alliance Black Op.
after we read the messages. Crucible update. Commander Shepard, thank you again for all you did to get our group out of that facility on Jelix. Admiral Hackett is an amazing man, and it's a privilege to work under him. The construction of the Crucible is presenting its challenges, but my team and I are determined to crack its mysteries. Although I never rely on luck, in this instance I fear we may need a little. Stay safe, Commander. I hope our paths cross again. Citadel meetup from Jacob. Headed for the front lines from Samara. Asari squad ready from Karine LeMays. As of an hour ago, Asari High Command has assigned my squad to support you. We will ride with the 2nd Fleet until it is time to deploy. If you'll allow me a personal note, I knew a few of the commandos who went down to that monastery. Nothing will bring them back, but hearing that the place went up in smoke is the only good news I've heard in weeks. And now we will be back when we are ready to take on the final leg of this marathon run of an episode. And we're back. Had some IRL stuff pop up, so let's go see if Javik has anything new for us. Oh, he's not even in here, so he definitely doesn't. What about Allers?
I'm falling down tired. I need a folding chair or something. I talked with Williams. Between the 212, Horizon, and the Council's other guards, it's like death just follows her around.
Well, she is from the cursed Williams bloodline. We can invite Trainer up here.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Oh, an actual shower. The faucets in the women's bathroom are crap, by the way. In any event, I thought you might be in the mood to play.
Chess?
I bought a board on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as much fun as real pieces. But I hoped you might give me some pointers.
That's funny. I figured you'd be more interested in a shower.
I didn't realize that was an option.
It's an option.
Well, just give me a moment to grab my things. Hot water and room to stretch. I could get lost in here. Oh, it's like a week's worth of stress is washing off. And the timing's perfect. I was hoping to look nice for somebody.
Hot date lined up?
Hopefully more than just that. I play for keeps.
Sounds serious.
That depends on whether she's interested.
We have a decision to make here.
She's interested.
And we've officially locked in a romance option here.
I can't tell you how much I needed that.
Are you using me for my shower?
I certainly hope so.
Well, in that case, it's yours whenever you like.
Figured what the heck. But now, we have a monastery to leave. Some fuel we marked on the way here to scavenge. And a bunch of stuff to do on the Citadel. That'll be a full tank. And that'll be this star cluster fully recovered. A Nimbus cluster 100% now. Athena Nebula is the Asari home cluster. Now, as we move to dock here, we'll now know we have dock A for the personal apartment to go to for the, well, the former Citadel DLC, now just part of Legendary Edition.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'll handle it.
We'll start at the Normandy docks. Ah, this is why we stopped here.
I recovered Prothean data drives from Garbug. I'll have them brought here.
Commander Shepard, thank you. I'm sure that'll help with...
I'd like to request a transfer to the zone with Reaper, Sergeant.
And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special treatment, Private?
I think I'll do better.
Shepard,
hey,
if you're
Garrus.
feeling up to it, I thought we could do... Shepard, glad you came.
What'd you have in mind?
Something that doesn't involve fighting Reapers.
I don't think they've conquered the bar yet.
I already scoped it out. But then I thought, if this was my last day alive, I'd actually like to remember it.
So?
So, I had an idea.
Where are we going?
Somewhere we're not supposed to.
Some things never change, do they?
Ever have that one thing you always wanted to do before you died, Shepard?
Too busy trying to live. What's yours?
The whole time I worked at CSEC, I'd stare up at the top of the Presidium and say to myself, I want to go up there. But I never did. There were 137 regulations telling me I couldn't.
So you got them changed?
No. Now I just don't give a damn. Figured it's time to do something stupid just for the hell of it. Might be the last chance we ever get. A little busier than I imagined.
How about a dive in the pool?
You obviously haven't seen Turians swim. It's a lot of flailing and splashing, interrupted by occasional bouts of drowning.
Yeah, you're right. I just have to save your ass again.
It'd make up for all the times I pulled your ass out of the fire. Noveria, Pharos, Ilos. We've had a hell of a ride, haven't we, Shepard?
Times like these, you know who your real friends are. They're not the ones running around looking for an escape route. They're the ones who stand at your side through the worst of it. Who never give up on you. I'm lucky I can say I know someone like that.
So am I. You're not going to propose marriage now, are you? Now, before we head back, there is one thing we're going to settle. Once and for all. I'm not saying you don't know how to handle a gun, just saying some of us know how to make it dance. So, let's find out who's really the best shot.
There are a few people in the galaxy who've seen me in action, Garrus. They seemed impressed.
Yeah, but I've actually seen you dance, Shepard. No comment.
All right, Vicarian, you're going down.
And don't worry, I loaded it with practice slugs for when you miss. That was an easy one. Let you build up your confidence. Long range, I wrote the book. Nobody alive can do this, not even Commander Shepard. Give me a tough one. I said a tough one.
Step aside. Do it. Nobody alive, maybe, but technically, I died.
Yeah, well, next time we'll throw in a herd of rampaging cliques, and that's how you separate the rookies from the pros.
That is definitely the galactic community's version of shooting beer cans, because I definitely think they were shooting beer cans. Or maybe it was whatever Turians drink instead of a beer.
Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Purgatory first. We've
Now arriving at ward level, Purgatory.
I got something that we could have done last time that we're gonna do this time here. Pretty sure there's some Turians around here looking for a banner we picked up out in the Turian home system.
I know a guy in customs. Crates of Medica a few weeks ago are still sitting on the dock. My friend finds us a few loose crates.
They're not where they're supposed to be, so I'll have to check up on that one.
Regiment is waiting for you at Bay D-24.
The banner of Commander Shepard. I owe you a drink. Thank you. We'll hold that banner proudly as we take our homeworld back from these bastards.
Okay, so apparently what I was looking for is not here because Joker and Edie are taking up the space. We're talking of Edie, but apparently she and Joker have nothing to say to me. Guess I'm interrupting a date. I believe that's all we have for the bar right now. Guess these two didn't make it through the attack.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment.
Hospital time.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
No more thing. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Shepard. I'm glad to see you. I know things are crazy right now.
Exactly. So you have to take the moments when you can. What's going on with the Crucible?
That project is crazy. Freaking huge. And all these brilliant minds are working night and day trying to figure it out. I wish you could see them. Heads down, piecing it together. It's something to see. We'll get this Crucible built, Shepard. And then, we'll win this thing. I feel it. Do you feel it?
Yeah, sure. I feel it. And I'm counting on you and everyone there. Get it done.
Believe it.
It was interesting to meet Bryn. How is she?
She's great, actually. It's good to see her work without the distraction of having to worry about the colony.
And you and her?
We're having a baby, Shepard.
Wow. Congratulations.
Wasn't exactly planned, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be a better father than mine was. Do the whole thing right. It's,
One more thing to fight for.
You got that right. Bryn wants to name it after you.
Really?
Yeah. Shepard.
That's nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk her out of it. No offense.
None taken.
Good.
So what's going on with you? You still like what you're doing?
Things are good. I'm good.
Still not tempted to come back to the Normandy?
Always tempted, Shepard. But no.
So, you working on the Crucible?
Don't get me wrong. I'm smart, but not that smart. Hackett keeps me busy, though.
How's he doing?
Holding up. If they make old guys any tougher than that, I'd like to see it.
I'm glad we had time to talk.
Me too. Gotta take the moments when you can. So true. And Shepard, thanks again for getting my people out alive.
Take care, Jacob.
You too, Shepard. I'm thinking about you out there. Stay safe.
Oh, we'll stay some sort of safe.
We tried to run again, but we were blocked. And the farm girl? Her leg was broken, bleeding bad. I knocked down a wall in a barn with a big warp field. I was so proud of that. And we hid.
They must have searched for you.
I'm an Asari huntress. No damn husk is gonna find me unless I let it.
But the farm girl who was with you?
Her leg was broken. She was whimpering, and in the eye I saw her through a hole in the boards. She was coming closer with those dead black eyes. And Hillary, the farm girl, she couldn't stop crying. They were gonna hear.
What did you do?
What do you think?
I hope you killed Nyira rather than the farm girl.
I understand Palaven is very busy, but this is one of your own generals.
I overheard what you said. I found this at a Cerberus station. A poison tailored to Turians.
Let me see. Yes, I think this is it. With these schematics, we should be able to come up with an antidote. Thank you. The general might continue their assault on Asari space.
And there's the poison used for its new intended purpose. Bye, Jacob.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment.
Doc's holding area. We'll finish with the commons after going to the embassies next.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24. Emergency civilian housing.
Yo, Ashley.
Commander, thanks for coming.
This must be really hard on your sister. I'm very sorry for her loss.
It's tough to see her go through this. Damn it. There I go again.
I hope Sarah can find some peace here.
I'm glad I can be here for her. She wanted me to say something about her family. Wanted Thomas to hear it.
You need to be strong for Sarah now.
You're right. I'm so proud of her. She's no career soldier, but there she is, coping with all this. Reminds me of Dad. Whatever was going on, he'd put a smile on his face for us.
Your family made you what you are.
He did his best with 4 daughters and a strong wife. He always said live fire exercises was good prep for facing his girly horde.
Your sister's waiting. You'll be fine.
Right. Here we go. Okay. Remember the trip to the beach the summer before I left for basic training?
Ashley's marksman unlocked in the medbay.
I'll meet you back aboard the Normandy.
There's his Batarian state arms. Hey, there's James.
James?
Commander, what brings you down here?
I was about to ask you that.
Well, after our little chat, I made up my mind. I'm gonna join the N7 program.
And you're celebrating by getting a tattoo?
Sort of. See, there's no official channels to go through right now. So, I guess this is my way of making it official. Technically, I'm just an N7 recruit, but, you know, I figure with you as my training officer, how could I fail? Right?
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't exactly say I'm training you.
Not officially, but what the hell is in this goddamn war? I'm just saying, whether you like it or not, you're my direct superior, and you're N7. So I take my lead from you. And you know, I'll take whatever advice you got.
Really?
Sure. The good advice.
Well, they wouldn't ask you if they didn't think you could handle it.
Here's hoping.
But the real work starts now.
Uh-huh. I know it seems like I don't take things seriously, but when I commit to something, I fully commit.
Clearly.
Hey, I won't let you down.
The only person you need to prove yourself to is the one standing in the mirror every morning.
Good point.
You know, that's gonna sting for a few days. You gonna be ready for duty?
Always. Hey, maybe we should get matching.
You want me to get an N7 tattoo?
N7? Sure. Or you could get my name done. Somewhere special.
You're such a tease, Vega.
Who, me?
You ever gonna make good on all this flirting?
I didn't mean to, you know, I was just...
That's what I thought. Later, Lieutenant.
Later.
Careful.
All right. James is getting a little bit overconfident with that tattoo.
What's up?
I guess that's the end of Kelly's story now that she successfully survived the Cerberus coup.
I need support. Someone sabotaged the Metagel dispensers, and I've got some idiot preaching about Cerberus down here. No,
I recognize you. You're Commander Shepard.
And you must be Tactus. Heard the refugees consider you their leader.
Yes, someone needs to sort out this mess. CSEC has tightened access to the Citadel, and we've got desperate people down here with no place to go.
I also hear you need basic medical supplies. Dr. Chakwas spoke of a mutually beneficial trade.
I tried to be clear. In my experience, the Alliance looks out for their own. Trust is a hard thing to come by these days. I know you need our military supplies, but they're worth far more than your basic meds. Her offer wasn't satisfactory.
Your people need our supplies, and my people need every edge we can get. Your combat-grade meds will make a difference. And our mission may just save everyone. Now's not the time for pettiness or mistrust.
With our day-to-day worries, it's easy to forget we are all in this together. I'll have my people contact yours. You'll have your supplies as soon as possible.
That's that taken care of. Now, who's the idiot preaching about the merits of Cerberus gonna be?
CSEC forces have killed the last invading forces.
Let's ask the doctor again, see if we can get any more info out of him.
I need support. Someone sabotaged the Metagel dispensers, and I've got some idiot preaching about Cerberus down here. No, I've contacted CSEC. They said it's not a priority and it doesn't matter. What matters is that I've got Turian soldiers dying for lack of medication. I need support. Someone
You're just gonna repeat the same thing over and over again. Let's check our journal.
Cerberus wants our help. And if Cerberus is good enough for Commander Shepard, it should be good enough for us.
Oh, for the love of...
Commander Shepard, it's me, Conrad Werner. Wow, it's great to see you again. I joined Cerberus too.
Conrad, Cerberus just tried to kill the Council. I'm not working with them.
Oh no. I screwed up again, didn't I? I'm sorry if I ever accused you of pointing a gun at me when you didn't actually do that. I was really stressed out.
I heard the Metagel dispensers have been sabotaged. Was that you?
What? No. No, Cerberus just asked me to recruit people near the medical station.
Which was sabotaged while you had everyone distracted.
Oh, wait. No.
I'll deal with it. Just don't do anything.
Okay. But I might be able to help you with whatever you're doing now that isn't Cerberus.
Conrad, I'm building an ancient Prothean dark energy device to stop the Reapers. Can you help with that?
Well, I did write my doctoral dissertation on xenotechnology and dark energy integration.
Really?
Yes. In fact, I may be able to find some ancient tech schematics that could help you with construction. Hang on, I have an old contact. Ah, come on, Hossel, help me out. Sorry, the war has him scared.
Hossel? Gavin Hossel, the tech researcher? I did him a favor once. Tell him this is for me.
I had no idea you two knew each other. Small universe. Okay, he's forwarding the schematics over. Oh no, it's in an ancient Asari dialect. We'd need a lot of ancient Asari writing to translate.
Would this collection of Asari matriarch writings help?
Yes. Yes, it would. Okay, it's auto-translating. Let's see. Oh no, the technology falls under an existing patent. I can't actually access the schematics without a license from, let's see, Elkos Combine? How did you even? Well, this is great. Okay, here you go. Hope this helps you build that dark energy device. Anyway, good luck fixing the Metagel dispensers. I'll just be here. Not touching anything.
Okay. That was a completionist check for determining how much of the random stuff you've done. Particularly in Mass Effect 1 with the Matriarch's writings on the Uncharted Worlds and the Elkos Combine license. It's only worth like 5 or 10 effective military strength, so it's not too big of a deal if you fail the checks anywhere along the way. We just gotta fix all the dispensers. There's another dispenser. That should be the last one, because we have the refugee camp doctor marked now.
I fixed the sabotage. The Metagel dispensers should be working now.
Thank you. I'll get patients moving through triage immediately.
Great work, Shepard. And listen, I'm sorry for... Hey, that's him. That's my Cerberus contact. Hey, you! You're under arrest. Shepard, did I help?
Yeah, Conrad. You helped.
I don't even feel anything.
Actually, I sabotaged his gun. It might have looked like it fired, but that was just the thermal clip overheating. Hi, Commander. It's me, Jenna. You helped me a few years ago when I was working undercover at Cora's Den.
And now you're volunteering here.
Right. Shellick showed me a few little tricks when he had me working undercover. Guess that paid off, huh?
You saved my life.
I can't believe you were willing to lay down your life for Commander Shepard. You're so brave.
Oh, the commander and I go way back. Let me give you a hand, and I can tell you about it.
And there's the last completionist check for just doing that little bit of side content with Jenna at Cora's Den. Should be everything here. I'm pretty sure in order to complete that other one, we need to go back and talk to Chakwas on board the Normandy.
Spectre status recognized. Please select. One moment, please.
Embassy's next. We need to investigate Evolus. I believe Javik will be up here.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Hell of a view, isn't it?
During our war, this place became a myth to my people. A dream glimpsed only in the memory shards. The Citadel was both the heart of our civilization and its demise.
The Reapers hit here first, didn't they?
No one I knew had ever seen the Citadel. To be here now, I don't know what to think.
It might not seem like much, but a Prothean is standing on the Citadel alive. That's a victory in itself.
Perhaps. When things were at their darkest, we used to tell stories, imagining the wonders of this place. The seat of our empire. The power to sway worlds. The galaxy belonged to us.
Nowadays, a lot of races have embassies here.
It's true then. You share power with the rest?
It's not perfect, but it's kept the peace. Most of the time.
Pardon me. This one has been listening. This one suspects you are a Prothean.
Ehana, I remember your kind when you were still minnows in the ocean.
This one is unworthy. This one has seen the face of an enkindler.
They consider your kind to be their gods.
A pity we did not teach them to speak better.
You're really a Prothean?
I am.
But if you lost the last war, what hope do we have?
For many, there may be no hope. The Reapers killed trillions in my cycle. The odds of being among them.
I don't think that's gonna work.
But you are still alive now. That alone is a miracle. And you still have the power to fight. My people knew your kind when you were young. Turian, Asari, Hana. There was potential in all of you. Now you must seize that potential and become the weapon you are meant to be. The weapon that tells the Reapers we are not machines. We are alive, and we will fight back.
Thank you. That meant a lot. Commander Shepard, it must be an honor to have a Prothean fighting alongside you.
He's starting to learn his way around. Javik is one of the best soldiers I've ever seen.
The commander is a capable warrior as well, for a human who once lived in caves. Thank you, Commander. I've enjoyed my time here, walking among the young. I will see you back on the Normandy.
I think we're actually going to need to take another little quick break here, so we'll be back in, well, for you it'll be instantaneous, and me, in my time, probably a few minutes. And we're back. Let's get going. Rex says that the Alliance proves the Krogans are ready to return to the Citadel. How about that? She's probably one of the Asari artifacts we don't have the system open to recover yet. Okay, there's Bailey. Don't think Bailey has anything for us. I'm gonna assume he doesn't. Office is still closed. This guy needs Cerberus ciphers, which we haven't found yet. Anything we need to authorize here in the Spectre office? Location for Din Korlak. Volus Ambassador Din Korlak's current location is unknown. Biometric analysis does not detect him in any public location at this time. His last known position was in an office suite near the human embassy. Haven't missed anything else here. N7 Defender, I believe, is also a new one added in Legendary Edition. That just gives you the look of the N7 armor with the whole, No, I think this was DLC that is never used because I always liked using Terminus armor more. It's a non-customizable suit that still gives you the N7 look. It's been there every time we've been here before, but,
Good to see you're all right, Shepard.
Miranda, what's going on?
Couldn't meet in person. The Citadel is too dangerous right now. I heard about the attempted coup.
Yeah, with Kai Lang's help, Udina nearly seized control.
Kai Lang? That slippery bastard's still alive?
He's alive and right in the middle of all this.
That complicates things. I'll be on my guard. Look, I don't have much time, but I learned what happened to my sister.
Where is she?
I don't know that yet, but my father was definitely responsible. If he's done anything to her, I'll kill him.
Miranda.
Shepard, listen. I'm being hunted by Cerberus assassins. A lot of them. I need to stay out of sight.
What? Why?
I heard a rumor. Maybe more, that my father is working on something for the Elusive Man. Something big.
Why would your father be working with the Elusive Man? Especially now.
My father is ruthless about preserving his legacy.
Legacy?
He has an obsession with making his mark in history, ensuring his dynasty lasts forever.
And you think the Elusive Man made him an offer?
Exactly.
Whatever's going on with your father can't be good. We have to figure this out.
I agree, but I need to do this myself. It's time I stopped running from him.
You're sure?
Yes. I can't think straight until I know Ori is safe.
Be careful.
I can't promise that, Shepard. Could you?
No. I couldn't.
Okay, this was not the Miranda meetup I was thinking of. Now that we've seen it again, though, I do remember it being the middle step here. You gotta let her know about Kai Lang there in order to help keep her safe, because, well, she can't promise being safe. Hey, Samara.
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain here much longer.
What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara?
I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falair is safe, and Rila is at rest. I felt the need to speak to you before heading to battle. I want you to know there is no one else I'd rather see leading us in our last hours.
We'll make the galaxy proud. The largest fleet in history is already on our side.
It is impressive. Most would have deemed such an alliance impossible. But Shepard, be sure to assess your force's strengths and weaknesses before setting out.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
Was being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the notion. The role is solitary. Its demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the code left me with no regrets. take that for what you will.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Is that how you see it too?
You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery.
Will Falair be all right in the monastery? Or what's left of it?
We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falair will find it. It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepard. We'll both be tested in fire soon enough.
All right, Samara. Good to see you. Good we managed to catch that Paragon interrupt in time.
Was the Volus ambassador here earlier?
Yes, he was, Commander.
I need in. Spectre business.
I'll unlock the office when you're ready.
You've never been this uncooperative with us before, Ambassador.
That's because you were actually doing some good in the galaxy before.
Has that changed? How many colonies would be gone if we hadn't taken action against the Collectors?
Too many. But fighting the Alliance
must continue in order to end the war. We understand it took a lot for you to reach out to Cerberus, Ambassador Korlak. We ask that you trust us a little longer.
You people are monsters!
Ambassador, please.
Hundreds dead. Udina betraying the Council. I should have cut ties with you ages ago.
And what will that accomplish now? The risks you took by passing information to Cerberus. It's left you in an interesting position. If you sever contact, we can't protect you from the consequences.
I have no time for this.
We'll speak again. Have a good day, Ambassador Korlak.
The Turians think I'm still working for Cerberus. They've put a price on my head. I can't go to CSEC, but Cerberus has plans. An entire Turian colony rests on my life. If anyone finds this, I hid a tracking receiver in the office suite beside the human embassies. What are you...
Damn, Cerberus has them everywhere nowadays.
You gonna go on about them all night?
Just get the car up here quick. Little bastard's even heavier than he looks.
Saeed?
Gotta find that tracker. Zaid's gonna burst our Volus otherwise. There's the slippery little bug.
How long till we killed Korlak?
Once the credits go through. Was beginning to think you weren't interested in the money.
I'm not. Because Korlak worked for Cerberus? What'd they do to you? None of your goddamn business. He waking up?
This is Commander Shepard. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Tell me where you are.
We're
still near the Presidium. C-Sec will check Selkish arms when they realize I'm missing. They won't give a damn when they realize you sold them out to Cerberus. Wait. Cerberus is planning to attack a colony that...
Stay calm. Help's coming.
Right.
Zaid used to work for Cerberus. Ask him why he's here.
Why? Why go after your old employer, Zaid? How you know my name all of a sudden?
Good question.
Slippery little Volus is over here.
Krogan are the only race that can fight on the toxic world, so they need support. Well, ideally, something like a cactus or...
Damn, wrong door. We need you alive to stop Cerberus.
Cerberus is after a Turian colony. Kill me, and they get it.
Drop my name.
Shepard's investigating. She's a recent acquaintance.
Now behind door number 2.
Very... shit. Alright, I'm listening.
Been a while, Zaid.
Shepard. Glad I wasn't just making an ass of myself over a hunch. Undisciplined bastards. This is what I get for signing up at the last minute.
Where's Korlak?
I'm here, Commander. You saved my life. I almost died because the Turians thought I was still with Cerberus.
Did those mercs hurt you?
I'm fine. They wanted me alive until the fees were delivered for my capture. They didn't care about what I had to say.
You kept mentioning a colony in your message.
Information on a Turian planet's defense system. They'll strike soon. But if I tell you which planet they're attacking, Cerberus will know I turned traitor.
Turned? You already betrayed your own people.
We saved your life. Tell us what planet you put in danger.
I can offer a bargain. The Volus bombing fleet. In tactical terms, it's worth far more than a colony.
Or you could give us both.
You can warn the Turians there'll be an attack, Commander. That should be general enough to ward off suspicion.
You tried to do the right thing before. It failed because you trusted the wrong people. Now here's your chance to make up for it. You're giving us Volus support, and you're going to help us make Cerberus pay for using you.
I can't.
You can.
Waste of everyone's time trying to appeal to a Volus's better nature, Shepard.
Aphis. The colony's name is Aphis. Cerberus wants its shipyards.
And the bombing fleet?
Yes, it's yours, Commander. I'll speak with Citadel Security about this incident. You have my thanks.
Took him long enough to spit that out.
Zaid, what are you doing here?
Later, C-Sec's on their way. Won't be too pleased with the mess we left them. Catch up with me at the docks if you like.
Indeed we will catch up with Zaid down at the docks. Not sure which dock it is, though. Alright, I remember... I think it's...
I think I know which project you mean. And I've got a Hesperia period statue in Bay D-24.
Commander Shepard, that's excellent news. I'll have it sent to that project right away. Thank you so much for your help.
I recovered the Book of Plenix. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
Earth Clan, this is a priceless gift. Thank you.
Alright.
They help my people remember themselves.
Now that's out of the way. Let's do a quick sweep of our journal to make sure we don't have too much more going on. Newest. We don't have the Caccleosaur. Shore leave, no. Don't have that yet. Can't access the Hades Nexus or the Nimbus Cluster yet. Don't have the target jamming technology. Don't have the Rings of Elune because we can't get to the Celian Nebula yet. Don't have Reaper Code or that. Heating unit stabilizers and then going to find Zaid. That's what we have here. Oh, and Liara's meetup. Another thing in the Hades Nexus.
Her name is Tasha Porae. Of course. P-O-R-A-E. No, I realize you can't tell me where she was deployed. Can you inform me if she's under orders not to communicate with her family? It's been a while since I heard from her. Uh-huh. But I would be contacted if she were injured, correct? Yes, I'm listed as her bond mate. Yes, I can hold. Her name is Tasha Porae. Of course. P-O-R-A-E.
I think that's a Spectre office thing there. There's Liara.
You sure you don't want to do something a little more exciting?
I love this part of the Presidium. It reminds me of where I grew up.
Where's that?
Armali, back on Thessia. My mother and I lived beside a park. I spent hours there.
Doing what?
Reading, exploring, getting in trouble digging for ruins in the grass.
You're kidding.
I was very young.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cute.
No one else thought it was funny. Oh, the lecture my mother gave me. But she did buy me my first history book the next day. I miss her, Shepard.
What was she like?
She was confident and kind. She loved to wear yellow. I thought she was the most beautiful woman in the world.
You'll be okay, Liara.
Maybe you're right. Thank you, Shepard. I feel better. I wish we could spend more time together like this. Just friends.
It'd be nice. And who knows? Maybe you'll settle down after this.
You don't really see me going into civilian life, do you?
No. But I guess that's one more reason we should keep in touch.
Someone to share a few secrets with now and then?
You got it.
That would have played out differently if we hadn't already locked in with Trainer. There shouldn't be any new stock of these.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Maybe these heating stabilizer schematics could help.
This is amazing. The colonists, my sister, will be most pleased. Thank you. I am in your debt.
I believe that was a asset update for something we didn't actually get because we don't have Solarian support from, well, anyone. That should be everything on the Presidium Commons. Before we head down to the docks to find Zaid, we're going to head back to the embassies to see if there's anything new at the Spectre terminal from that conversation we overheard. I'm pretty sure they're asking about the commando corpse we examined at the monastery. Nothing there. Nothing of interest there. So it is to the docks. That soldier there obviously got disowned by her xenophobe family when she married an Asari, so, tough luck for her.
Spectre status recognized. 1 moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay E24, emergency civilian housing.
I assume this is the docking bay Zaid's gonna be chilling at. Yes, there he is.
What the hell are you looking at?
Nothing.
Not what was I... Oh. Was what I was expecting. We get him as a war asset by finding him down there. That little chuckle was at him, just intimidating that Batarian there. Now let's head back to the Normandy before we wrap things up.
Now arriving at Docking Bay D24.
We're gonna do a war asset roundup.
He went off planet to try and make money. Come with a loud crowd. A week before the release,
Nothing down there. We'd have to wrap things up with Dr. Chakwas.
You always pull through, Commander. We've received the supplies from Tactus.
Everything good?
Indeed. We've acquired some very useful equipment. As such, I've been able to enhance the effectiveness of our Medigel delivery systems. I've also collated information that Liara may find of interest. Check with Glyph.
Efficiency increase. Not sure exactly what that means. Maybe it'll now, like, res 2 squad members.
She has not reported in for over 8 hours, Doctor.
She was stationed on Valchir when the Reapers
I'm not going to bother
invaded.
reading
I
these.
think we can assume what happened. Inform Agent Calamus he's now in charge of reporting Reaper activity past the Loas relay. Poor Rila. But I'm glad she set off that bomb, Shepard.
You're not upset the monastery was destroyed?
No, not after what I saw. I don't care that they were Ardat Yakshi. To be turned into such creatures...
Okay, I want to read the,
Nobody deserves that.
I want to read the description on this one. Matriarch Galay was an Asari of some importance with connections to Asari High Command and the Council itself. Her electronic signature can be used once before security protocols realize has been activated by someone else. Galay's contacts open up elite training facilities for reconditioning soldiers, or on behalf of the Asari Embassy, grant someone a discount to all Citadel stores. We're gonna store discount bonus. Med-based surgery. And we get a health bonus. Because we've already healed our scars. Speaking of med-based stuff, no, what I want has not opened up yet. I suppose one last thing is we're going to examine the war assets we got from this massive trip around the galaxy.
Commander Shepard.
Some of them might only become more apparent once Asari fleets have been added war assets wise. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, we have the Volus Dreadnought Quunu, Volus Bombing Fleet added to Alien, and the Batarian Fleet from, what we took care of with, Balak in the last episode. Alliance, we've had updates to the Engineering Corps, updates to the 103rd Marine Division. Zaid Masani added. Jus Hope colonists. We have Asari Science Team, Asari 2nd Fleet, Asari 6th Fleet, Destiny Ascension, Asari Commandos, Samara, Asari Cruiser Nefrain, Asari Research Ships, Asari Cruiser Siberian, and Asari Engineers added. Crucible has Volus Fabrication Units, Volus Engineering Team, Interferometric Array, Exogeny Scientists, Element Zero Converters, Emergency Fuel Pods, Optimized Ezo Capacitors, and Conrad Werner's Dark Energy Dissertation, worth a whole 5 points. Ex-Cerberus now also includes Advanced Fighter Squadron, Ex-Cerberus Scientists, Dr. Bryn Cole, Dr. Gavin Archer, Jacob Taylor, and I think, yeah, Ex-Cerberus Engineers was Kelly's thanks for saving her. Then we've had an update to the Krogan clans, as our interview with Diana Allers has brought the Krogan in a more favorable light with the galaxy for 5 points bonus. Solarian 3rd Fleet. It appears that the Solarian 3rd Fleet has indeed been added. I thought we didn't have any Solarian support. Maybe Kirihei promised us a bit of support as well. And Turian 6th and 7th Fleets are updated. And that is the end of our war asset roundup. We now have 4,770. You got to get that bar all the way to the filled side in order to get the best endings, and we are going to get that bar all the way filled. Now, thank you very much for watching. A like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But until next time, I have been Commander Whale, and the time has come to say bye-a papaya.